Jump points, the means of travel between solar systems in Star Citizen. They are so to say naturally occurring rifts in the Star Citizen universe. There are two types, the permanent jump points, which are stable, mostly traveled safe routes, and we have infrastructure built around them, and they will accept any size ship. These are the jump gates at jump points. Then we have the transient jump points. We don't know where they go, how long they'll last, how many ships they will allow through, but they are a sure, safe, mean way to bypass security or customs. The first one of these will be the Stanton to Pyro and Pyro to Stanton jump points. At the jump point itself, look for a broken star or a little bit of a rift with its dying star effects around it. Perhaps gravity pulling or pushing you in or out. So how does it all work? Multiple players can take the jump at the same time. If the jump gate is not ready, it will try to push you away. You will need to contact the ATC at one of these jump points, and there you will be assigned to a group based off that. This does not mean you and all your friends and their ships can travel in a same group, as there may be different groups forming, and depending on which will get filled first, will get to jump first. Once in range, you can change the nav mode, and the UI will change to jump point UI. You will need to align this with the jump gate. The pulsing rings in the UI will guide you into the jump gate, and while you're tuning there can be some ripple effects and things of that nature, as the system is tuning itself for your jump. Once that is done, you can fire a burst of quantum energy which will break open the jump point gate. And you can see the gateway. Your ship is pulled automatically as you won't need to do anything. Now keep in mind you will need a clear line of sight, so anyone standing in your way, you cannot attune yourself to the jump point, to the jump gate, and you will need to either move around, see around, not to have anything in your field of view. In an idea, it is a cosmic pipe. You are pulled into it, but you still need to navigate it. You need to keep moderate distance from others, as you will see them flying through this pipe with you. You want to stay away from the edges of the tunnel, as you can fly out of this gateway. Depending on how long have you been in there, you can either be on the other side or this side where you will be jumping out. But if you manage to navigate it through and through, there should be no problems of you spawning at the edges of the star system. You will not see others moving the opposite way, travelers coming from the Pyro to Stanton and Stanton to Pyro, as this will keep it safe and simple to use for the player base. There will be multiple exit points to keep others from, shotgunning that single location, or just a bottleneck happening where a bunch of hostile players might want to take advantage, which I think is a pretty darn good idea. I personally like the idea of transient jump points a bit more, these unofficial jump points, which we can find at somewhat of random locations and can be an interesting way for us to access the yet unknown system at some day. I mean, the plans to create, I believe it was around 100 different star systems. I don't really see the point in that. But why not have expeditions or seasonal events to some of these star systems where you need to go do something, have a dynamic event or something else beautiful going on, and so there wouldn't be a need for that many planets. It will just become cluttered with planets that can remain empty. Because eventually everything's gonna fall around several different systems which are most optimal for players to interact, which have the best stores, which have the best economies, which have the best ways of you progressing and advancing. But these rifts, these wormholes for traveling, are just an excellent tool for us to progress between different star systems. Was it the best idea to make it like this? I do not know. I kinda like the idea of flying from one edge of the universe to another in like 20-30 minutes. But then again, this game has a habit of wasting my time, so these wormholes probably are for the better. Nonetheless, it was interesting to hear how they work and that they are, so to say, naturally occurring. Personally, I am more interested in these randomly occurring rifts which you can find and make your way through those. Although I'm not a big smuggler, I like the idea of that. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.